Good morning, good morning, good morning.
What up?
Happy Saturday. What's up, DB?
What up,
I said
y'all?
DB, I mean JB, Lord. I said DB, you know what I mean.
You saw Cajun going at it in the comment section.
Huh?
I said you saw them
Oh,
going at it in the comment
I don't
section.
know.
So
Cajun, I don't know. Child, you know they like to argue down there. Cajun just has that effect on everybody.
it does. They are late as hell. Cajun, we are not late.
We're not late. It was set for 11:30. It's 11:34. If you don't go sit your ass down somewhere making me cuss, moving
You
right along. How was your week? I didn't catch. I was trying to decide if I was gonna do Love After Lockup. I always start Love After Lockup, and then halfway through I stop. They get on my nerves.
It was a good episode. Oh my god, I cracked up laughing the entire. I was in here. I was in my living room watching it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm a little loud." So I said, "Let me go to my bedroom and watch it." But I still have my neighbor behind me. But I don't know where their. I don't think their room is near mine. I hollered the entire time. It is a mess. Because there's a couple on there that is poly, which they moved to a new show called This Is Poly, but that's it's a mess.
Yeah, I saw they have a show called This Is Polly. Yeah, I mean, again, Love After Lockup can be amusing, but about halfway through the season, I feel like they just be trying to stretch stuff out, and
Mhm.
you know, but um because she wanted to try to find a show for us to do again, and we had talked about Love After Lockup, and then when I saw it was coming on last night, I was like, "Oops, I guess we missed that window." But okay, well let's get into Beyond the Gates this week. Now you guys know last week was a great week. We talked about it. We let me put him in timeout real quick.
Please do, because this is not your review.
Let me put Cajun
What
in
about
timeout real quick.
I have told him numerous times, flip on your camera, sir.
Okay, let me put him in. Cajun is in timeout. Let me see. How long is he gonna be in timeout, y'all?
I said a whole hour.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that long. Let's
Give him
put
15 minutes.
let's put oh, you know what? He might luck up. He might luck up. He might luck up. Yeah. Oh no, I can put you in timeout. Hold on. Yes, I can. Put you in timeout. Let's do 1 minute. Let's do one
Yeah,
minute.
let's get him
Okay.
in.
Let's do 1 minute and then we'll see if you know how to act after that 1 minute, Cajun.
Which he not. He not.
He's not. So we know that this week was last week was a great week. I loved it. I don't have any complaints about last week. Um
Not.
but this week I felt, I mean, again, I knew that this week was going to really be just the reaction to everything, the
Mhm.
reaction to what happened with Derek, the reaction to after what happened at the debutante ball, the reaction to the arrest and the exposure of the ring. So I kind of knew this week wasn't going to be as like bells and as
Back.
explosive, but I
Yeah.
thought it was still some kind of some good stuff that happened this week. Of course, it was a short week because Monday was a holiday, and so we
Mhm.
didn't get we didn't get a new episode. They put an episode on, but it wasn't a new episode. And before people want to start complaining about that's how they always want to do the black show, General Hospital was a repeat as well on Monday. So
Yeah.
I just but people do that. They always
No.
because they
But
said the same thing about something else that Beyond the Gates when they put on a rerun and they were like, why they doing? I just don't like the way they doing Beyond the Gates. And I'm like, if you watch soap operas, you know that generally speaking, after holidays or around holiday time, either they don't show a brand new episode or it is 100% filler.
yeah.
Like it is literally like the Thanksgiving episode with the Quartermains always ended up ordering pizza. Like it's just
Because
nothing.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
nothing.
So yeah, I
Um,
mean, I get that people, but again, Beyond the Gates is still new as compared to Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, and GH. They have more episodes. Beyond the Gates only they only have what 200 or something. I think 200 or so episodes. Now we may get more going into season three since we've gotten renewed for season 3 and 4.
yeah.
Yeah, now we'll get more episodes, so we won't have as many breaks.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing too that people had to understand is that they didn't have the same number of episodes because they were a new show. So that's true too that they had to kind of stretch it out as well. So that's valid. That's valid. You know what? Queen Black. Uh oh, is that me?
I think so.
Can y'all hear echo or something?
I hear it, but I don't know where it's at.
I haven't touched anything. Hold on. Y'all can still hear the you can still hear the echo?
Not anymore.
Okay. I don't know what happened. I didn't touch anything. Um in the beginning, I did say that I thought the Impala was gonna be Joey's sister, but I thought that it was Leah. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna still stay. They said it's from JB. Okay. I'm
It's not
still
me.
gonna say that I think it's the Impala. I'm still gonna say that I think Joey's sister is the Impala, but it's just not Leah. So I was half right. Well, I wasn't
Mhm.
right at all, but Kim, you can't hear us? Cajun says, I'm out celebrating my niece's pre-K graduation. Times go by so fast. I'll catch the replay after I get myself together after losing
Bye,
Derek.
Cajun. Bye, Cajun.
Okay, Cajun, get yourself together. Eat them pancakes, honey. Eat the pancakes.
Cajun, you're the only person I think that's mourning Derek. Nobody else is really mourning.
Nobody else is mourning Derek except for you and Ashley and his daddy.
Well, we
So
can talk.
Tuesday's episode actually starts off. We see I don't have no notes, y'all, so feel free to put stuff in the chat. I'm just going by the summary. We see where the daughter, Deanna, is talking to Doug, but like we kind of suspected last week, it was a ghost. It's not really Doug. Because
Mhm.
even though I still am not convinced that Doug is 100% gone, especially since that flashback is the actual person who played Doug, um,
Mhm.
I did not believe that if Doug was going to show back up, he would show up in the middle of the country club. Like, I didn't think that's where he would do it. And he never, and as the conversation went on, he never said, you can't tell anybody. You need to
Mhm.
keep this a secret. Like, he never said anything because, again, if my daddy popped up after I think he was gone for the last 8 months,
Mhm.
and I get that she misses her dad, but I'd be like, where you been? What's
But
going
he
on?
did say he was dead too.
Huh?
He did say he was dead.
Okay, well, then maybe he is really dead then, child.
I
But,
know that ghost said he was dead. I don't believe Doug is dead, but that ghost did say I'm dead to
oh, okay.
Deanna.
To Deanna, yeah. So, but he did tell her. He basically, it was her conscience talking to her, but he pretty much
Mhm.
confirmed what we know, that it really truly is
Joey.
Joey, and that they were sleeping together before, and that Joey sort of exploited his addiction and his weakness or whatever. Again, all of those are things that we know watching the show, and it sort
Mhm.
of confirmed what Deanna was already thinking. And
Right.
while this was going on, the son was over there. Basically, Deanna done got in his head, and now he's questioning Joey. And let me say this: I'm going to give Joey credit. Joey has the patience of Job, because I'd be so sick of both of them kids at this point. He was like, I literally let you watch the. And don't get me wrong, the son
He
wasn't wrong in
gaslighting.
what he was saying. The son wasn't wrong in saying, well, he's on your payroll. You could be paying him off. And yeah, you showed me the tape, but anybody on internet can make an AI. Like, he wasn't wrong because Joey did everything that he was accusing him of. But if I were Joey, I would just be like, I'm sick of these motherfuckers. Like, I'm so sick of these kids. You know what I mean?
But it's him gaslighting the shit out of them.
Oh, he is absolutely gaslighting all their asses.
He is gaslighting the fuck out of that boy, knowing damn well you took out his daddy.
And you did exactly what he said you did.
Mm-hmm.
You did get the bartender to lie to him. Like, the tape is the videotape is misleading. Like, you did everything that boy said you did. But
Mm-hmm.
I like Joey. Joey is so calm about the shit. It's so nonchalant about it. Like, he didn't he didn't get upset. His voice didn't get elevated. He was just like, look, I don't know what else you want from me. Like, I done showed you all of the things. I done told you all the things. Like, listen, what more do you want? Like, I thought we went there. Like, I thought we were good. You didn't let Deanna get in your head. Me and you had worked this out already. I mean, to the point where, like you said, he gaslit the hell out of him to the point where he was like, yeah, you're right.
It's funny because my boy Sonny, he wouldn't even be having this conversation with her about it.
Sonny would not have entertained that conversation. He might have entertained the first one, like when when the first time Donnell showed up, because it was literally right after Doug died. He might have entertained the first one, but he damn sure wouldn't still be entertaining either one of their asses.
Never.
No. Xavier said Joey thinks Donnell and Deanna are as stupid as they raggedy mama.
He do. I'll give you that, Xavier. He definitely do. But they not they raggedy ass.
They
mama.
actually figured it out. They're just allowing him to talk them out of it, because everything they said they're dead on about. Well, they're actually right about all of it.
let's put a pin in that. When he's tricking Donnell, Deanna ain't flipping.
Oh no, Deanna ain't letting it go. Now, Cajun, I will say this: Cajun does have a valid question right here. Do y'all think Derek is in witness protection, and that's why they don't have his remains yet?
Nope.
I'm not going to say I think he's in witness protection, but what I will say is I do think it's an interesting question.
I think Derek is dead as a doorknob.
Because the reality is they would have no reason to put him in witness protection.
Exactly, because he wasn't a part
what
of
did he know? I could see if the person who died was Grayson. Then I could say, well, maybe. But but Derek didn't know shit. So I can't see them putting him in witness protection. He didn't know anything.
That's why I say no.
Yeah, no, I agree. I say no as well, but it is a soap opera. So, but no, we know that the guy who plays Derek, he said his goodbyes, like he literally is gone. That doesn't mean that they won't bring him back as a twin or something else. Y'all know this is soap opera. So if y'all yell loud enough, if Cajun sends enough emails, telling them he want Derek back, he might pop up with a twin down the road somewhere. I don't know.
Maybe. Do I care to see? I mean, here's the thing. I don't dislike the actor, so I would be okay with him coming back. I really would, as another character, not Derek, another character. Because Derek, and you know what? Like I said last week, it is interesting when it comes to Derek. You remember how we felt when we first met Derek. We all really wasn't seeing it for Derek at all. But then, we had scenes with Shanice, and we're like, okay, Derek ain't that bad. Then when we got him away from Ashley, we were like, okay, Derek ain't that bad. Even the actor said that.
Yeah. I mean, Derek's acting wasn't great, but I think if they had not been trying to force this love triangle down our neck that none of us cared about in the beginning, I think we might have started liking Derek more. Like if they had just given us the all-American love story, high school sweethearts. He went to the police. I mean, he pursued his dream of being a fireman. I mean, I don't know when they met, but he pursued his dream of being a fireman. She pursued her dream of being a nurse, and they were like a struggling. Like, I think we might have done better if they were like a newlywed couple and they were like a struggling newlywed couple. And we were like seeing them go through the ins and outs of, adjusting to newlywed life, her becoming a nurse, him being at the fire. I think we might have liked their story better, but y'all really tried to force, because let's be clear, Derek wasn't the only one that couldn't act, or that acting wasn't that great when the show first started. I mean, we had Tomas, we had a few other people. So he wasn't the only one, but it was that storyline that none of us gave a damn about.
Because we didn't have a relationship with them at that point. We had no relationship with Ashley and Derek, so we didn't have a vested interest in them.
Right.
Like we do. Right. Even like, so the interest that we had, like how we now have a vested interest in Anita and Vernon so much, because we know that we already know that they were married. You could tell from their acting that they were married for years, but now over the year we've actually got to know them and see their relationship, and so we have like with their cancer storyline, we had a vested interest in both of them. But with Derek and Ashley, we met them for the first time, and we didn't know they were in a relationship, and they didn't take time to cultivate that before they got engaged. They moved in. It was very quick, kind of like Chelsea and Madison.
Yeah, I think that's why none of us invested in Chelsea and Madison. Y'all didn't give that. That's why I never trusted Madison. I thought it was something else going on, because the writers didn't give that storyline time to breathe. And again, I think it goes back to they were trying to get these storylines. They wanted, so that people would be, for the ratings and to get so now maybe they can let some stuff breathe. I noticed that they pushed the wedding out, so they're giving them time for the wedding to actually happen. But yeah, I agree. And somebody in the chat said the same thing. I said way back in the beginning, I said if they had given us a backstory with Ashley and Jacob, maybe, I mean, not Jacob, Ashley and Andre, maybe we would have been a little bit more vested in that if we had had a backstory to it. But
Right.
there wasn't even like Jacob, I mean, Andre's just walking through. I mean, he knew who she was, but
Mhm.
I could even see if they had dated. Let's say they were the high school sweethearts and Andre's back in town and he realized he still loves her. It would have made more sense, but it just seemed so out of left field. I just never. And V Spence is correct. Both of their acting got better when they stopped acting together. I agree. Because I was over both of their asses, but I agree. How do you feel about Derek's dad? I don't really have a feeling because somebody said Derek's dad came to get the body. He did, but remember the medical examiner is not releasing Derek's body. They said they're not done with it yet. I don't really have a feeling about Derek's dad. I mean, how do
I
you feel
do.
about Derek's dad?
I do. I didn't like Derek's dad
Okay,
whatsoever.
okay.
Like, I get that he doesn't know what happened to his son, but for him to sit there and blame Jacob, it was weird to me. Like, your son saved Jacob's life. And why don't you ask the question of what the fuck was your son doing there in the first place? For you to sit there and blame Jacob. And for Ashley to sit there and let him go along with this.
That's
I
where I was mad. I was like, Ashley, why are you not correcting this man?
that was also what pissed me off is like Ashley not correcting him. It's like, tell him no. Granted, I get that at this point, we cannot say that Jacob was undercover because that would still blow his cover, which I'm so confused about that. Well, but it was Ashley and the daddy that pissed me off because it was like Ashley, you know the real deal, so you can tell him something like, "No, Mister Baldwin, it's not what you think. It's he was he was there to he followed Jacob. He followed Grayson because Grayson mentioned my name and Derek was trying to protect me, and so that's what happened. But instead, she let him run with this, and so he went down to the police station. I'm not going to shake the hand of the man, whatever he said. Now, I saw a lot of people online were saying that it gave a tinge of racist to them. I ain't see that. I just saw a grieving father.
Yeah, I saw it, and that's why I don't feel no kind of way. I understand it's not it's not it makes no sense that he's blaming Jacob, but I just think that's the grief. Like he's looking for somebody to blame.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, your son is the reason why he's dead. Because your son followed and involved himself in something that had he not, I mean, so but I mean he's a grieving father, he's looking for somebody to blame. I agree. I didn't pick up on necessarily the racism either. Now, is he rude? Yeah, he's rude, but he think in his mind, he has decided that Jacob is the reason why his son is dead. Now,
absolutely.
the flip side of that is I'm with you. Actually, you fucking know the real deal.
That
Like
was my
you know the real deal. So why didn't you correct it?
hmm yeah. I didn't see it. I
Like
didn't see
Jacob's
the
your best
racism.
friend. No, break down the whole story. Talk about how your new boyfriend is the real reason why Derek dead.
Exactly.
Because if Derek had never caught that man stealing the plasma out the clinic, he wouldn't have
It
followed him
still
to
be
begin with. I mean, we're gonna talk. Let's talk.
yeah, exactly. I agree. But
So
yeah, I had
then
to pick
we
up on
see.
racism.
Oh, go, yeah.
Oh, I was done.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut. We see where Vanessa is having a crisis of conscience this week. We see this week she starts off talking to Nicole about the twins. We kind of already talked about the twins, whatever. But
Mhm.
Vanessa's piece on this is she is starting to. I think she's starting to really like the newness is rubbing off of the shiny penny, right? It was
Mhm.
all fun and adventurous, and it was all like, oh my gosh, Joey is so dangerous, but I think now that shit is hitting close to home, now I think she's kind of like, what have I gotten myself into, kind of thing. Like,
Mhm.
like she's obviously she still wants to be with Joey, but there just
Mhm.
seems to be, I don't know, the whole week she seems to be going through this crisis of conscience with her connection with Joey. I don't know.
You should have been there. That's my problem with Vanessa. You should have already been here because you knew you known who Joey is this entire time that you've been with him. The problem, Vanessa, I think Vanessa's finally starting to realize I can't morph and change this man into who I want him to be. He's gonna be he is who he is, and now she's trying to figure out a way to accept it, but she can't. Like Vanessa is having an internal struggle with herself, but again, Joey has been upfront and honest with you from the beginning. Now there are aspects of his business that he keeps you away from, but again, it goes back to Vanessa trying to change him into who she wants him to be. And I'm over it.
I agree. I agree. We also see Leslie done convinced Eva to work down to the clinic. I'm so sick of Eva and Mama. She just Eva, I would really be trying to work with you, girl, because I really do like you. I don't like you though when it comes to the fact that you just cannot ever mean what you say and say what you mean when it comes to your mom. Like I'm sick of it. But she said she figured out a way to work it out because with Derek leaving and Leslie is running around the whole week like a chicken with her head cut off because she worried that Joey is mad at her and she's now if she running around here, I ain't never seen Leslie scared of nobody, but she is scared of Joey.
Yeah, she's definitely scared of Joey, but that ain't what I'm laughing at. I'm just laughing at Leslie. I'm laughing at her for two reasons.
The press conference?
That one and what I saw from the clip for coming up for next week's episode, but mostly their press conference. But it is.
What's she doing in next week's episode?
Did you see the? So you didn't see? Did you see the little clip of her and Darlene?
But I don't remember.
She told Darlene, she said, "Be nice to my daughter before I whoop your ass."
Oh yeah.
And Darlene said, "I want you to try it."
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
So here's the thing. I with Leslie, I'm not shocked that she's afraid of Joey. I think she's always been afraid of Joey. But Leslie, we know how Leslie is. She'll put on a strong front to mask certain things. And I definitely think that, and I think she's more so afraid because, again, the clinic is now involved. And you remember, Leslie's whole thing with this clinic was to revitalize and rebrand herself as a pillar of the community. And now with this stain on the clinic, it kind of puts her back in the same boat that she was in before the clinic even opened. And I think that's what she's afraid of.
It's definitely about her because it's always about her. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely about her. I would say, well, we'll get to that later. Randy and Haley meet up. I'm trying to just go through, Randy and Haley meet up. Listen, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this storyline. Randy said that the police did talk to him, but, they want to know why he was at the warehouse. But, they, obviously he's not arrested or nothing. And Haley is saying she needs some more poison and, because she's ready to get rid of Bill. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the storyline. I'm sick of this poison that don't work. I'm sick of all of this shit. I'm just sick of it. I don't care anymore.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. Then Leslie comes in and she tries to recruit Randy. And Randy was smart enough to be like, ma'am, no ma'am, I don't want no parts of this or your plan.
For once, he was smart.
Yeah, for once.
Because I really thought he was going to take Leslie up on her offer.
I think he's more afraid of Joey than Leslie.
You think?
Although he don't act like he's scared of Joey.
I'm about to say he don't act like it because remember, Joey sent him to do a job a few weeks ago and Haley called him and he dipped following Smitty. He was supposed to be following Smitty, but he ditched that job to go meet up with Haley. So he ain't that afraid of Joey. In my personal opinion.
Yeah. And I agree, CC Chair. I think Vanessa's eyes are opening because this shit hit close to home. It's cute when it's on paper and you're detached from it. Yeah, I know what Joey does, but Because remember, even though she questioned him about whether Doug was the reason, whether he killed Doug, the fact that you had to even ask him whether he killed Doug should have been enough reason for you to stop being around him. But whatever. But outside of that situation, I think it's getting close to home. And like he said, he was like, oh, so you was at that cotillion, you was in your element, in your world, and you were worried, like, oh my goodness, you thought you was about to get embarrassed. Like, I think some stuff kind of hit home with the cotillion and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Eva's going backwards. I don't think Eva's going backwards. I think when it comes to her mother, she's always been in that space.
No.
Yeah, when it comes to her mother, she has always been in that space.
Absolutely. She's still the same.
Yeah.
She can't say no to her mama. And here's the thing, I get it. I really do get it. Why she can't say no, because that is her mama. But at the same time, I would never forget what my mother did to me. The fact that my mama threw me out the house.
That's what it was for me. That was it. Like, if it had just been that her mom was terrorizing, Belmont Crest, I kind of wouldn't even feel no kind of way about that. But the fact that she put you out the house, literally, what if Ted had said, fuck all of y'all, you'd have been living in your car, ma'am. The fact that you went to Ted and he was like, cool, I'm gonna get you a hotel room, I'm gonna get you a job. Like, the fact that Ted felt guilt and decided he wanted to try to make up for 20 years of not being your daddy all at one time, that's what got you over. Had Ted not done that, you literally would have been sleeping in your damn car.
Exactly.
And your mama wouldn't have felt no. I feel like the only reason why your mama did change her mind is because Ted took to you.
That is exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
So,
because remember, she kept pleading with her after the fact, but then when Ted got her the room, that's when she started coming around to her. No, girl, fuck you.
Okay.
Mama or not.
Not Haley should have just used antifreeze. Bill would have been gone. Well, that's true. You're not
true.
Wrong. I saw that on Snap a couple of times where the people was using the antifreeze. Child took them people, and it's a violent death too. It is violent. Because now Ted got the shaking hand thing again, and this is where I feel like people are. And the time you had a stroke, a very mild stroke, but like a warning stroke. The minute your hand starts shaking, why are you not in the car on your way to the emergency room? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand the oh no, Haley, I don't think I need to go. You just need to take me home and take care of me.
Bill is slowly getting on my nerves again with that shit. He gonna pass out again.
But one thing I will say is Haley does know how to work him, though.
She do.
Haley knows how to work his ass.
But he's stupid.
I see how she got him, because Haley knows how to work Bill.
He's easy.
Child, not he's immune at this point. I think he is, because clearly that poison ain't working. Kyle's back, and him and Nicole have a nice. I thought it was cute because it's showing that him and Nicole are beyond sex. Because when she was like, I would love to go upstairs and but I had some things I need to go over for work tomorrow. He was like, well, I got a book I'm still reading. He was like, if it don't bother you, I'll stay. And then next thing you know, she's working, he's reading his book, and they cuddled up on the couch. I was like, see, that's that. That's what I want. When I tell people I just want to jump into the middle of a relationship, I don't want to go through what's your favorite color, what's your sign, tell me about your favorite teacher. When I say I don't want to go through that bullshit and I just want to drop in the middle, that's the middle for me. That is we're comfortable in each other's space. We're comfortable in a quiet room. We don't have to take up space in the room and have a conversation. We can just sit here and chill and just enjoy each other's company. That's when I say I just want to be in the middle. That's what I'm talking about. But do you think that Kyle is who? I think Kyle is who Nicole really wants to be with, but I don't think she's ready to really do that yet.
I do too. I definitely think that she likes Kyle. But I've been feeling that she likes Kyle more than she did.
Yeah, you said that already. Yeah.
what's his name? Carlton.
Carlton. I don't
Yeah,
like Carlton. Again, y'all know I
mm,
don't like Carlton a lot. I don't like Carlton because of because of
how he got
him,
with her.
yeah, I don't like it. But um I also just don't like him. Like, he's just creepy. Ugh. What if he's the Impala?
uh,
That would be a great way to write him off the show.
it would be.
Because it's almost like they don't know what to do with him.
It's wishful, but I think it's just wishful
You think
thinking.
it's wishful thinking?
Yeah, because I'm still stuck on who. I see the theories about who people think the Impaler is, right? Because I saw people still say Kyle. I don't see that.
I think it's Joey's sister. I just don't think we've met her yet, but I
Yeah,
think it's Joey's sister.
because I
And
don't think
remember,
it's
at the end of the week, Randy said that the Impaler wants a meeting.
yeah. Like I don't think it's Kyle because people keep saying that people say they think it's Kyle because he dips in and out. I'm like, he's not. He doesn't. He's not a permanent. He's never had a. He has a residence there now, but he's a doctor that travel. He's a traveling doctor. He's a traveling orthopedic surgeon. He's
Hmm.
not. He's not connected to Garland. So I don't know. And then also last week when they were talking about the Impaler, he's getting ready to take business. This person wants to take business out of the DMV area. Kyle just bought a house in the DMV, so I can't imagine buying a house knowing that you want to pull your
That's
business.
true. I think the Impaler is Joey's sister, or if it's not Joey's sister, Joey absolutely knows where his sister is, and maybe they're
Yeah.
going to push that storyline down the road a little bit because that's why he doesn't want Vanessa looking for her because he knows where she is.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what I'm leaning towards is his sister.
I'm kind of leaning towards that too. Ted and Shanice sort of made up. Shanice told him, you need to put that hoe in her place," and 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 he does a very performative in the moment job of putting her in her place, and then she hits him with a Uno reverse at the press
He
conference.
sure did. Baby, when I tell you I was screaming because I was on my lunch break. I was screaming
She hit
at
her with the Uno reverse, man. I mean, she hit him with the Uno reverse. That thing was cracking me up. But let me
I
tell you
was
something.
screaming.
But let me say this, and we've said this about Danny and Bill. You don't need to call me for nothing. Ava is grown. Ava has a phone. I see Ava every day at work. She work with me. I do not need you to talk to me about our daughter. If there's an extreme emergency, like she in the hospital or something, maybe. But outside of that, we don't need to talk about nothing at all. Nothing.
Y'all know what there is to talk about Eva with because she's a grown ass woman. So I don't know
That's what
what
I'm
they have.
saying. Not only is she a grown woman, she works for me. I see her every day. If she's upset about something, if she's sad, whatever, I see her every single day.
But what really had me in tears was when Shanice and Ted were talking about Leslie, and she said teddy bear peeking around that corner. I said, "You knuckles." And that, like you are right. He was very performative in telling her if there's anything, only thing we need to talk about is concerning our daughter. I said Eva is a 20-something-year-old woman.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
It ain't much to discuss when it comes to Eva because unless you're on your healthcare, your insurance. you- But other than that, I don't really know what you need to talk about with Leslie when it comes to involving Eva. Nothing, not a damn thing.
right.
And again, fully grown woman, got her own place, got a boyfriend. So
Right. At this point, if he want to know what's going on with Eva, he could call Isaiah at this point. Shit.
only thing that we would have a conversation about is like you said, if she falls ill and she in the hospital, call me then.
Okay.
Or if she get married, call me. Let me know. If she's pregnant
Okay.
and she has a baby, call me. Other than that, don't call me.
We don't have nothing to talk about. Um, so that was pretty much Monday's episode. Tuesday's episode pissed me off. Well, I mean Wednesday's episode. That was Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday pissed me off. I'm gonna tell you why. And we had this conversation already. The double standard with the twins, not the twin. They're not twins. I'm not the twin, not the twins. The double
Oh,
standard
Samantha
with
Tyrell.
Tyrell, Samantha and Tyrell, it pisses me off. I don't care. Tyrell is 1 year older than Samantha. And I refuse to believe that if the situation were reversed, that they will be chilling the way
Having
the
this
way the
calm
dads are chilling.
conversation.
Right. If let's say if Tyrell's date had won Platinum Deb and Samantha had snuck off with her date to have sex, and you knew they had sex, I do not believe that y'all, because even when Tyrell came downstairs and was like, so y'all aren't mad, I'm not gonna be grounded, and literally Martin said, no, your guilt is the guilt that you feel for walking out on your sister is punishment enough. I'm sorry, what? Y'all was damn near getting racist. And don't get me wrong, Samantha was wrong. And her attitude was wrong. We talked about that at the time. I mean, she had a little smart mouth and all of that. She was full wrong. But the fact that y'all practically gave him the hotel room, you know what I mean?
Gave him a high five.
Right. You gave him a high five. You talked to him about, you had a whole conversation with him about condoms and all of that. Like, y'all literally, and even the next day when he was talking to you about it. And I mean, again, kids are going to be kids and kids are going to do what they do. But the fact that their reaction was so extreme when it was Samantha, and they are being so casual with Tyrell, and their only excuse is, well, next year he'll be at Banneker. Next year is next year.
Yeah. He's still under your roof at this point.
Yeah. They was going to send that woman, they was getting ready to send Samantha to the convent. I'm just like, this is bullshit. I am mad about it. I mean, is it real? Is it realistic? Do we have double standards? And yes, but it's pissing me off.
What really got me was the fact of Martin sitting there having a conversation with it, because he was like, Samantha, not Samantha, but him and Jessica had sex, and he was like, it feels weird. And then him and Martin started having a conversation about Martin's first time. I was like, you would not be having this conversation with Samantha. Like, you would be ready to, like you said, send that girl to a convent, take her phone, take everything away from. Y'all literally took her phone from her.
Took her phone. She was on punishment. He made her quit her job with Chelsea Cat. Right. You even got mad at Cat because Cat wasn't even talking about her. And the fact that both of them were virgins, so it's not even like Tyrell had already had sex. He was a virgin too. It was just such a double standard, and it pissed me off when he said, y'all not gonna ground me, and Martin literally said, no, the fact that you walked out on the guilt you feel from walking out on your sister is punishment enough. I'm sorry, what?
Hell, it ain't. Not under my.
First of all, does he look like he feel guilty? He don't look like he feel guilty.
That boy feels good about what he did. That's why I say he need a belt to ass. Because y'all were gonna be belt to ass to Samantha.
Oh, if that had been Samantha, trust. And if it had been, well, even if it had been anybody, if it had been Samantha would, like, she had the photo shoot for Platinum Deb. They'd be like, you can't go to your photo shoot. Like, they'd have been trying to take all this shit from her. It would have been Samantha. Okay, wait a minute. Xavier says, I understand, but Tyrell kind of did it the right way. He waited until he was 18, went to a hotel, and snuck away. Samantha was trying to do it on the couch at 15. Well, first of all, is Tyrell 18, or is he just a senior in high school?
I think he's 18.
All right. So, but Samantha is only 1 year younger than him because she's a junior, so she's not 15. Is she 15?
I don't know.
She's a junior.
Yeah, she's a junior.
So she's only 1 year behind him. And I'm not saying that Samantha was right, but what I'm saying is the differences, and I hear what you're saying, Xavier, but I don't think it warrants their lack of response.
The crimes and the punishment don't match. Because they both, because he went all the way. She didn't.
Right. Thank you, V. Spence. And are we gonna just look over the fact that he literally was upstairs last week with the girl in the bedroom, and y'all didn't have nothing to say about that either? Even after Samantha told y'all He's lying. They sent me out the house so they could go up in the room and do what they was, and they would have done it that day if y'all hadn't came home. So he didn't do it the right way. That was just the second attempt. D. Spence said he gonna get that girl pregnant. Now I could definitely see that being a storyline because she's so gung ho to leave and go to LA. I could definitely see her popping up pregnant. And then Jessica gonna turn around and break up with the boy. She gonna say we can keep messing around all summer, but when I leave for school, that's it.
His nose is wide open.
Wide open. When she was with Nathan, she was 15. They aged her up before the cotillion. What do you mean they aged her up?
I think they made her older.
But what I'm saying is, did they make her older or did she have a birthday? Or did they see? And I'm not saying you're wrong, Xavier. I'm just trying to remember. Did they say, like, when all that was going on, were they like, you're only 15 years old, and then now they're saying she's 16? I don't know. Again, all of that may be true, Xavier. I still just feel like
it's still not justified for me.
I still feel like their response isn't justified. That's all I'm saying. And again, I'm not saying that they have to be as extreme with Donnell because he is older, but the fact, it just seems like their lack of response is just ridiculous.
Because it's the same crime. It's the same thing. She attempted to have sex in the house. He attempted to have sex in the house. But then he went one step further, ditched, and that's what I would be coming at him for. Ditching the cotillion from your, not seeing your sister get crowned, platinum dead, and then ditching your security. Like, what if something happened to you?
Right, and you ditched your security on the same night as a whole shootout and all that other, and you ditched your security. And her father was pissed. Old girl's daddy was pissed off about it. Like the fact that Martin didn't even bring that up and say, well, her father was really upset, and I had to explain your absence, and like you put Martin in a fucked up situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like none of that was brought up. None of that was addressed. It's crazy. Anyway. But it pissed me off. I'm just letting y'all know I wasn't happy about it. I feel like, and again, I feel like the women aren't doing a big enough, and they mentioned it. Don't get me wrong. Kat and them did bring it up, but I feel like, Kat, you like a dog with a bone with other stuff. I need you to be a dog. I need you to be a dog with a bone with this. I need you to not let up on Martin on the double standard and how he was mad at you and all, like I need you to remind him of all that shit every chance you get. The same way you bring up Eva every chance you get, I need you to bring that shit up every chance you get.
I agree.
But anyway, so next we next we're down at the police station, child. We see Jacob. Naomi's worried about Jacob readjusting. His dad is talking to him about, coming back from undercover. I'm like, that boy went across town and put on a hoodie and some jeans. He was not undercover. That nigga got his car, drove across town and put on a hoodie. He saw his wife every other day at the no-tail motel. Like, he was not that deep undercover. Like, he was not living amongst the people. He wasn't partying at night with them. He wasn't, like, he literally would go to his job at the warehouse and go home. Like, what he need to be debriefed about? Like, what are you talking about?
He was still on the cover. Let Jacob have it. It was a terrible undercover mission.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
But let him have it.
Child, a hoodie and a fitted cap. Right. Like, what?
That is hilarious to me.
Anyway, so the other thing down at the police station, we see Grayson. Okay, I heard that echo again.
You do?
I don't know if it's me. Yeah, I don't know if it's me, John.
Because I don't have nothing on over here.
I don't know. Um, okay, so that was that. I don't really see too much of nothing new. We had a PSA dead smack in the middle of this episode. Did you catch the PSA?
What was the PSA?
What's her name? Is her name Rhonda? The Nicole's assistant.
Oh yeah, the PSA about
diabetes, type 1 and
yeah.
type 2. I was like, why is she giving us a class on diabetes?
It was so random.
It was so random. I was like, huh? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, maybe it was National Diabetes Month. I don't know. Like, diabetes, A1C, Mona. Right. I was like, what is going on? Okay.
I was so confused. Like, I'm like, oh, where did this come from? But I mean, okay.
Yeah, it was random. But
I mean, I guess
over at Ashley's house, Naomi is helping Ashley cope again with her grief. She back to blaming herself. Now I'm with Kevin on this one. Last week Kevin said he was sick of it, and I said, well, I'm gonna give her a few days. But now I'm like, all right, Ashley, I'm sick of this. It's all my fault. I'm with you, Kevin. If you catching this in the replay, Kevin, I'm with you. I'm sick of this. It was all my fault. It's all my fault. It's all my fault, girl.
Well, technically, it is kind of her fault.
I mean,
because Derek did warn her about Grayson, and she didn't listen.
He did.
And then, so yeah, a little bit, Ashley. You can take that.
So that's when the daddy shows up. We kind of already had this conversation about the daddy. We kind of already went through that with the daddy.
I thought it was cute the stuff that he gave her.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was cute. The stuff that he gave her. The award he got for saving the cat, because we remember that damn cat.
That damn cat.
Okay. It'll be interesting. I mean, and he said the daddy did know that the two of them had broken up, and it wasn't really under the. He said he knew that the son lied. Lied to him. Now, why would he never meet his parents when he was paralyzed? And they ain't never come visit him.
You know something that I will say. I thought when he gave her that award, I really thought the same thing that Ashley was thinking. I'm like, are you giving me this? Giving her that ring back?
Right. I was the same way, child.
I think his parents live I don't think his parents live in DC. I think they live somewhere else. Because remember, he said he's gonna take his body home.
Yeah, and I don't know if they ever said where, but they said he would take the body home. But I don't think they ever said where.
They didn't.
We saw Leslie having her conversation. Was that today's episode? I mean, on that episode where Leslie was talking to Haley. Leslie, now you talking about somebody. Leslie got Haley's number.
She do.
I mean, I guess it take one to know one, but
true.
But Haley didn't give her nothing. But she basically look when she gave her information. Talking about something. Well, I mean, if you need anything, I mean, my business partner is Joey. I mean, if you need somebody dead, I was like, damn. Damn, Leslie. But she said, girl, you playing the long con. You playing the long con, and I see you. I see you.
Yeah. Ain't nothing subtle about Leslie Thomas.
At all. So they have the press conference. We already talked about that, which that damn Leslie. Listen.
I was screaming because I was like, Leslie, you did not like Derek. You couldn't stand him. And then she up there crying. Oh, Teddy.
Right, it was the and the tears, baby. I said, this damn Leslie is a whole fool.
I said she had me cracking up. I was like, you only did that because Shanice is right there, and you're trying to.
Oh, of course, and that was after Ted told her, if it ain't about even, don't call me, don't text me, don't talk to me, don't do nothing. We don't have nothing to discuss. And I was like, I guess she was like, I could show you better than I could tell you.
That shit was funny.
But Shanice's worried about Leslie, and she need to be worried about Nicole.
And do, because that's your competition right there.
That's right. I hate to tell you, baby, but that's who you need to be worried about. Haley should take Leslie up on her offer because, well, she needs to, because clearly the Leslie done tried to unalive somebody and ain't never went to jail or nothing. I mean, you might, because clearly that poison ain't working. So
Girl, that wasn't worth a damn. Hopefully, it's free for you and for Randy. Because if y'all paying for it, ask for a refund.
The black firefighter was cute, DB. He was. He was a little cutie. He was a little cutie.
He couldn't act though.
Well, listen.
Even with them few lines he said, I was like, no, sir.
Well, you know. Jacob is blaming himself, you know. We already talked about that. Um Vanessa. Said that she finally got around to cleaning out. Leslie offered Grayson a job, which is interesting, but okay, girl.
That was interesting to me.
Cause I'm
But I
like,
mean, if that's what you want to do, let her do it. It's weird to me, but
most of
because he's
Thursday's
the reason,
episode, huh?
Grayson is part of the reason that the clinic is in the situation it's in now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, would they even approve? Would they even approve her hiring him? Like you would think he would be persona non grata, even though his record is clear because he did make that deal. So wouldn't nothing pop up on his record? But everybody knows.
Yeah.
I don't know. So now we're at Thursday. Most of Thursday's episode was the memorial for Derek at Uptown, and I'm gonna be honest, y'all. We don't really need to go through all of that. I mean, the people spoke, right? The people spoke. They said nice things. The firefighters were there. Ashley and Jacob and Isaiah and Eva, like Vanessa. I mean, that was the majority of the episode. But what I did think was interesting was this confrontation between Danny and Bill. I thought was interesting. When Danny was confronting him about
Mike.
his ex-partner, about Mike. Now, here's what I'm going to say. At first, I was like, Danny, girl, you're doing a lot. But when I go back to the beginning of this conversation, the conversation started because Danny let Bill know Mike hit on me. Mike hit on everybody. And you knew Mike was an ass, but you let it go. And I think it was a good conversation because Bill was like, but I hired them back. She was like, you hired them back. But how many people? Right. You hired them back after the fact because in the beginning you were defending him. And how many people do you think quit because they just didn't want to deal with it because he was a partner and they didn't think that they had the voice? If it wasn't for those women finally standing up to you and your daughter coming to you, like how much longer would this have gone on? Because the ends were justifying the means. You knew who this man was. You were just okay with it. But now that I'm telling you he did it to me, now you like, not my wife, not my she was like, why? Like, so now we got an issue because why? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I? Hello?
I'm here.
Oh no, I thought I cut you off. My bad. No, I was just saying at first I thought it was a lot, but then I kind of was like, no, Danny, get your shit. Say what you guys say, girl.
I agree. The thing with what it was, because I love the fact that Danny was like, that's why Naomi didn't want to come work for you. He was like, that's not why Naomi didn't want to come work for me. She said it absolutely is. Then she was talking about you, and she was like, Bill, you wouldn't protect me because you cheated on me, and the women would come in there and flirt with you, and Caroline would lie to me. So no, you would not protect me. So that's why I never told you anything about Mike. And I was like, exactly. And even she even mentioned Haley. It's like, Bill, you want to protect her because look at what you've done. Like, this is
you're guilty. You just married her. Like you're guilty. And that's what. Remember, he said that. He said, well, you know, I knew he dated women, but I mean, I thought it was consensual. It doesn't matter. It's not consensual when there's a power dynamic.
It's definitely not when you my boss.
Right. So it's not consensual, and you know that. That's HR 101. That's sexual harassment 101. Like that. There's no way that there's the power structure is not balanced. So it can't be.
He's her superior. And she's a subordinate to him. Like, no. So I like that Danny called him out on his shit because I was like, it's about time. But like we said earlier, Bill wasn't going to do anything until the lawsuit came about. Because remember,
Hmm.
he was trying to defend Mike for the longest time until he
Yeah,
couldn't
he
defend
did
him
defend
anymore.
Mike. Yeah.
He defended Mike up until the point that Mike started hitting on Haley, and that's when he flipped.
And even in the beginning, remember, I mean, they kind of let that storyline drop. But remember, in the beginning, he had Tomas trying to sabotage the little thing that he agreed to,
Yep.
the little what was it called? They called it like the round
That's
table,
it.
like
Yeah.
the yeah. So they
The
kind of let that
arbitration.
storyline drop. But remember, that was why he even started talking to Tomas, like like he I got a job for you, and I know you're looking to be a junior partner. So I mean, you're looking to be a partner, and I need somebody I can trust. And he had Tomas infiltrating the meetings and shit.
Mm-hmm. So I was here
So
for Danny calling him out on this shit because
right.
Bill full of shit.
Now, the other thing we had going on in this episode, yeah, Bill's definitely full of shit. The other thing we had going on in this episode was we had, while they were down to the uptown, Nicole and Ted. Ted, if you don't leave Nicole ass alone, Nicole said you were married to this woman. You know she has no interest in being chief of staff. Just because you're trying to get back in her good graces, because I really think that's all it's about, is that you're just trying to get
It
back in her
is.
good graces. You talking about something, I think you would be the best person for the job. She was like, but I have no interest in it. That's
But
not
I
what I
do
want.
agree with him though. I do agree with Ted that I do think Nicole would be a good chief of staff, but she
Mm-mm.
doesn't want the position.
I don't think she would be. Not right now. I don't think she would be a good chief of staff.
Not yeah, as of right now, if she were to finally settle on what she wants to do when it comes to Carlton and Kyle, once she gets rid of that conflict of interest, then yes, I think she would, because everybody on staff likes Nicole. Everyone on staff likes her from what we saw and heard, but with her conflicts of interest, because I thought about it, I was like, damn, she is dating two doctors that do work out of this hospital, so that wouldn't be a
Right.
good thing. That wouldn't be a good thing, right? But like I said, if she can clear that up, get rid of that, I think so. Somebody left asked in the comments, do we think Shanice would be a good chief of staff?
No,
I think she
because
could.
I think
Because
Shanice is good at. I think Shanice is good at what she does. I think she might be a good head of nursing, like the whole nursing department. But I don't think she would be a good chief of staff. It's too many other areas that she, and I hate. I'm not trying to sound elitist, but I think there are too many other areas that she may not have the expertise in to be over top of and be able to make those types of decisions. That's just my opinion. Now, do I think she'll be the person that they should put in charge of the nursing department? Yeah. Let her run the whole nursing department. But to run the whole hospital, I don't know. I don't know.
what areas?
Like being over the doctors. Like y'all know, we know how arrogant some doctors can be. Like the fact that the doctor,
You feel like doctors may look down upon her being
right,
a
right,
nurse, and then come in being their boss and telling them what to do,
yeah.
how to
Like
run stuff.
how this nurse gonna come in here and tell me what to do? And like imagine like with Leah. Remember when Leah had to kind of make the decision about who gets the operating room, and the way Carlton came in there and was talking to her about why he couldn't get the operating room. If he
Mhm.
wasn't trying to hear what Leah had to say, who's a whole doctor with him, can you imagine how he would have talked to Shanice?
Yeah,
And I'm just using him as an example because of that example,
I can see it.
you know. But
Because some doctors may look down upon her being a nurse. They can be like, you just a nurse, so what makes them feel like you're qualified to be chief of staff of the entire hospital? I see it.
yeah.
When I mean nurses know more than the doctors do. Let's just be
Well, they
real.
do. I mean, that's just like paralegals. Paralegals be running law offices. I understand that, but it's about who the respect in the room.
Mhm.
Sometimes, and this is coming from somebody that works with a whole lot of people with PhDs, and they are not the smartest people in the room, but it's that title that gives them that respect. They don't know shit, you know. I mean, somebody at my job just got their PhD, and I was like, "You clearly paid for that because you're dumb as fuck." There's no way you earn that. And look, I was like, let me. Can you give me the name of that school? Because I'll just buy mine too. Because you are dumb as fuck.
There's another teacher.
She's an administrator,
Okay.
and she's dumb as fuck.
Ooh.
Right, Leah is a doctor. I said that. I said Leah.
Yes,
That's what I said Carlton didn't respect Leah, and she's a whole doctor. I said that.
I get it though. When you put it that way, I see your point.
Yeah, I'm not saying Shanice doesn't have the common sense and the skill set to do it, but unfortunately, do I think in a real world, not on a soap opera, in a real world, do I think somebody with their nursing degree in normal circumstances will be put in that situation? Probably not. Now, again, the head of nursing, sure. Put her on that upper level of management? Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think she is the head nurse.
Well, I know she's. Is she the head nurse for the whole hospital? Oh, okay, okay.
I
knew she was in. I knew she was like head of like. I knew she trained the nurses and stuff like that, but I didn't know. I didn't know she was the. But yeah, definitely. I definitely can see.
She's the head nurse. She's Ash's boss.
Yeah, I knew she's. Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know she was the head of the whole hospital, nursing for the whole hospital.
I think so.
And again, I think I'm with her on that one. I'm with her on that one. Now, I will say this: the end of Thursday's episode. Every time I watch a TV show where a first responder dies and they do their last tour of duty, it always makes me cry.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes. The first time I saw it, or the first time I remember seeing it was a show. Shit, the show was years ago. It was right after Will and Grace went off, and Deborah Messing, who plays Will and Grace, who was on Will and Grace, she played a police officer on this. It was like, and the show was pretty decent for like it was on for like maybe 2 seasons, and there was a cop that died, and they did their last. What they call? I think they call their last tour of duty. I think they call it. They just did it maybe 2 weeks ago on Blue, Boston Blue, whatever. That always makes me cry. So even though I wasn't crying for Derek, it's just so.
It's been said I wasn't crying for Derek. It's the fact that you said I wasn't, and you made it. You were specific to say even though I wasn't crying for Derek.
I mean, I wasn't crying for Derek, but.
Oh shit, that is funny. One crying for Derek, I was crying, but it was just one for Derek.
Yeah. I don't know, but so that was the end of Thursday's episode, and that was the exclamation point for me. I don't think Derek is coming back. Do I think they might find a way to bring that person back? You know, like I said, a twin or something like that, or flashbacks or something, maybe. But I think Derek's gone, y'all. Derek's gone.
Yeah, Derek was dead. I think Derek is dead. Dead as a door.
Derek is dead. Yeah, Derek is dead. So,
but do I believe that Ben is done with Beyond? And he said that he. So I forgot to get the guy's name again that I watched last week. But Ben was during the interview. He said that they told him, yeah, there's a possibility that they might bring him back. The door's always open.
It's a soap opera. They always keep that back door open. I mean, it's a soap opera. We've seen people come back from all kinds of shit. So it's a soap opera.
Hell, going off topic real quick. General Hospital. Steve Burton, who plays Jason, he got fired during the pandemic.
He sure did.
He got fired.
Yep, because he wouldn't he wouldn't do the COVID shot.
Yeah, he wouldn't do COVID, and they fired him and Ingo Rademacher, who plays
Jax. Yep.
Now they ain't brought Jax back, and that's interesting.
He may not want to come back. Yeah, I mean, he may not want to come back.
He may not. He may not want to.
Because he's left. He's left for years.
Yeah, he's left. This ain't the first or last time that he's left. He's left so many times over the years. But yeah, they fired Steve and him because they wouldn't take the vaccine, and Steve is back. Even though he's gone again because he got married, which I was like, I thought he was already married. Then I realized, he got a divorce.
He was married, but he got divorced.
Damn, he got divorced and got married. Oh, Ingo sued ABC. Did he win or did they
I thought
settle?
both of them sued though. I thought both of them sued ABC. Maybe not.
I didn't know. I didn't even know about. I didn't even know either one of them sued. But I
Yeah,
definitely
I
didn't know.
remember they sued when they got fired.
Really?
But I didn't hear any more about it. Maybe that was part of Steve's settlement for him to get his job back, and maybe Ingo took a payoff. You know what I mean? Because I thought both of
Yeah,
them sued.
I didn't know that because I knew that they made a big fuss about getting fired. I did know that, but I also knew that Steve when he got fired from General Hospital. He went over to Days of Our Lives. He was over there at Days of Our Lives for about a good. He was over there at Days of Our Lives before he came back to GH. But yeah, anybody can come back. And like I said, if anybody, if you can go from being fired from the soap opera and they rehire you, so yeah, we may see. Oh, so you say no? Steve tried to use religious reasons for not taking. He did. That is right. He did do that. I forgot all about that. That he tried to use.
Rockman Dunbar did too. He sued Fox for getting fired from 911 for the same thing. He didn't want to take the COVID shot, and he tried to use religious reasons. The judge threw the lawsuit out.
Oh, Ingo was Mag. I was wondering if he was MAGA. I really was wondering if the man was
Oh,
MAGA.
I did not know that. Oh, that's disappointing because I really love me some
Yeah,
Ego.
I I
Well,
do
that's
too.
disappointing. Thanks for letting me know that, Christopher, because I did not know that.
Me
Um,
too.
thank you, V Spence. That's what it was called. It was called The Mysteries of Laura. Yep. And I hate it because Deborah Messing, your ass done went off on a whole MAGA rant, anti Palestine, pro Israeli. These people sometimes it's okay to just shut up.
It is. Oh, you say you think Steve withdrew to get the days role? Okay.
Oh, maybe he did. Maybe he withdrew his lawsuit. Because I was going to say, how you get fired for one lawsuit and then go get on another? I mean, a soap opera. But maybe he did withdraw his lawsuit. But I thought they had sued. I did not know he was MAGA. Damn it.
I didn't either. That breaks my heart. That hurts me because I love him as you know. I have a love for all my general. Actually, let me say this: all my soap opera people, and I behave when I find out how they vote politically, especially in this climate, because it's like, damn.
Yeah. And again, you have a right to feel how you feel, but it's just when I find out
Yeah.
about it, I have a right to feel how I feel when I find out about it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, because we talked about that. We read the lawsuit. That's why his lawsuit got thrown out because he tried to say he didn't want to take the COVID shot for religious reasons, but then in his lawsuit they uncovered that he was taking steroids, and it was like, so you okay with
Wait, who
taking
was taking
steroids?
steroids? Who was taking steroids?
Rockman
Oh,
Dunbar. And so it was like, so you okay with taking steroids, but you're not okay with taking the COVID. So yeah, it got thrown out. His lawsuit got thrown out.
Crystal Marshall. I'm not surprised because Nancy Lee Grahn she is pro everything. Like she's down for the cause.
I just found out Pam and Joey are married in real life.
They were married. They're divorced, y'all.
Yeah, I don't think they're married anymore.
They are divorced.
Yeah. I didn't know she didn't like him. Ooh.
That would be
Damn.
interesting if they ever brought him back because her and Alexis and Jax are friends.
Well, I mean, they were. I mean, she probably knew he was an asshole even before this.
She probably did.
But look, that just goes to show that good acting because that's just like on Castle. The two stars of Castle couldn't stand each other, and I love that. I used to love Castle, but they did not like each other. And they said that's part of the reason why the show went off the air because they just couldn't get along. I think the show had run its course, but whatever. It's I did not. Dang, you learn something new every day. I did not know. I did not know. I did not know.
That hurts
Um,
feelings.
it does hurt. It does. It does.
So yeah,
Friday's episode. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What you saying?
so GH, don't bring him back then. We good.
Nah, yeah, y'all don't need to bring him back. Jax can stay over there where he is. I mean, his daughter might be looking for him, but I'm not.
Me.
Um, All right, Friday's episode was a lot of Jacob and Naomi. Jacob feeling guilty, blah blah blah. Don't care, don't care, don't care. I mean, we talked about. I ain't gonna say I don't care, but we talked about it. We already kind of talked
His
about it.
acting was good on Friday.
Yeah,
Because
it was good. And I mean, Jacob was giving us some good acting. He gave us some real tears. I mean, it was great. I mean, it was great. You know, we saw Bill go and confront Joey. Baby Joey, did Joey clock that hand though, didn't he?
He was like, "Why your hand shaking a little bit?"
I need somebody. He said, I need an attorney with a steady hand.
That remind me of Scary Movie with that man with the hand.
Joey be cracking me up because Joey be baby Joey be getting them together. He is hilarious to me.
He do.
Nancy Lee Graham has always hated Trump. I remember back in the day, Ingo went on a rant online disrespecting Nancy and her political views, and she's never seen it for him since. Oh wow. Oh
Yes. It's a I've saw her tweets I've saw her tweets, and I know she don't fuck with him with Trump. And I also Laura Wright, who plays Carly. She's very much so down as well, because I saw some because when he got reelected, I was watching her tweets election night, and she was disappointed. She was like, "What?" She was basically like, "What the hell?" She's like, "Why?"
listen,
And she can't stand Ted Cruz either. She can't stand Ted Cruz, and she don't need to live here.
I feel her on that one, honey. I feel her on that one. I remember election night. Ooh, that wasn't a good time.
I put it out of my memory at this point.
I was over at Busy's house. He was crying at Busy's house. I came home and started crying again, honey. Because when I left Busy's house, it wasn't 100% yet, but it was pretty much there. You know, it was like it's still a slight chance, but it didn't look like it was gonna go nowhere. And then by the time I got home and got myself ready for bed, I don't think I turned the TV on. I think I just got an alert on my phone or something.
I turned the TV off that night. I turned the TV off and went to sleep. And I said I'll wake up in the morning and see what the news is. And then when I woke up, I said, fuck. And look at us now.
Listen. We said I need to order that shirt. Have the day you voted for.
Motherfucker about a $250 bill with his face on it. Bitch, can I buy gas with it?
Yeah, probably one tank by the time he get done with it.
Exactly. Probably it ain't gonna even amount to a tank. It's probably gonna be a half a tank.
Okay, wait a minute. The outspoken actresses on General Hospital were not sorry to see Ingo leave. He lost the lawsuit and the appeal, so the character may return, but not Ingo. Well, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Eric Braden used to read the dog-ish out of Trump on Twitter back in 2000. They were in a Twitter war.
But I love Eric Braden.
I love him.
I love
him.
He is so real.
I love him. Yes. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to think of what else happened on Friday. So yeah, it was a lot of Naomi and Jacob, and again, it was some great acting. And I thought Jacob did a really good job of acting and expressing, just how guilty he felt or whatever. But the funniest shit on Friday's episode was them grands trying to get their groove back. That shit was hilarious. That was the fun. Listen, I thought this was a great episode to lighten the mood of a heavy 2 weeks. Baby, they was in that living room about to get busy, and here comes Cat.
Oh, I'm sorry. But she said, I gotta go. I didn't see that. I love y'all, but no. I was screaming at Cat.
And they were cracking up like they thought this shit was hilarious.
It was
so funny.
I mean,
and then as soon as they started getting back into it again, here comes Dan Martin.
And everybody was speechless, like, whoa, sorry. We didn't mean to see this.
That thing had me, that whole episode had me in tears. And then the three of them at the bar commiserating over that I said, that's me and my cousins. Because I can see me and my cousins doing that exact same thing, being like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to poke my eyes out. I need a drink. Like,
It was Cat for me when she was when she first got to the bar. She's like, I have an image in my head that I can't get out of my head. I'm trying to get out. She said, nope, it's still there, and took a swig of
yep.
that. She said, nope, it's still there. That
Oh,
was hilarious. I cracked up because I mean, you have to think about because oh God, you do think about like if you walk in on your parents or
oh,
grandparents, I'd be like, oh my God. You just be like, no, absolutely not. Because I even cringe when I like see like some of my older family members that have been together for years. When I see them just kissing and stuff, oh my God, please stop. And because I've had some of my family members, well, how do you think your cousins got here? Or how do you? I'm like, I know how they got here, but I don't want to picture it. I don't want to physically see it in my face. No. Well, Cat lives there.
yeah,
Cat
Cat
lives
lives
there.
there. But I did think about that with Martin. I was like, and don't they have I'm like, y'all just gonna walk in? But right, Crystal said my granddaddy got 10 kids and still no.
That I would be scarred for life if I.
Listen, I would be too. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. I would be too.
But
I
you
would
know
be like,
what? I'm gonna give y'all a real true story that happened. I didn't walk in on nobody having sex, but I realized my grandmother at a like about 13 or 14 years old. I realized she was still having sex because I went in her room one day and she told me to go find something, and she told me where it was, and I opened up what she told me to open. I said, "Oh my God, no!" There were condoms in there. I said, "Oh my God, oh my God." I found a condom stash. I said, "Oh no." And I was like, "Oh God, I found my grandma's condom stash. What the hell?"
oh no, not the condom stash.
I found my grandma's condom stash.
Oh yeah, that would have definitely. I'd have been like, oh,
But I think because it was, those perfume boxes they used to have back in the day, those so that's what it was. She had multiple ones in her room. But I don't think, I know I opened the wrong one.
I'm gonna
And
say you clearly opened up the wrong one.
I opened up the wrong one, and I was
Crystal
like,
said,
Big
I'm
Mama,
so sorry that happened to you.
I said, Big Mama, I can't find it. And I didn't tell her, I didn't tell her that I found the condoms, but I just said, I can't find it. She said, it's the other one. I said, oh, okay. And I was like, oh my God. I found, like, I was shell shocked that I found my grandma's condom stash.
Yes, I would have been
A,
too.
a stash of condoms. I was like, oh God. She's having sex with, and I knew who she was having sex with, but I was like, oh God. And I was like, the visuals, my God, today. So I felt Cat in that moment because oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I thought my cousin used to live with her too. I thought they were his, but I'm like, why would his condoms be in her room? No, no, that's not his. Those are hers. Oh God, I still can remember it.
You look like you
To this,
still processing. You look like you still working through it.
I visualized it.
Hey, you still working through it. You still
I
processing it.
visualized it, and mind you, my grandmother's been there for over 10 years at this point. But I visualized it again, and I was like, no, mm, mm. Yeah, my grandma was getting, my big mom was getting it in.
Well, listen.
But I
That was
mean,
the
I
best.
guess
I thought that was a great way to end this heavy 2 weeks. Because it was funny. They finally ended up just going to the hotel, child.
yeah, it is scorched in my mind's eyes. It really is. Because I can still visualize her bed. I can visualize where I found them, and it was and there was a whole lot of them too. I was like, damn, why? But hey, she was, and it's interesting when you think about older people. You don't necessarily think about them having sex like that, even though they do, because I mean it's a STD. The nursing homes have rampant STDs. You just don't really. Sometimes I just be thinking like, damn, because I know I'm getting older, and I'm like, damn, am I gonna want to have sex at that age? Is it gonna do it ramp up when she get older? Like,
You probably well, they talk about how the people at the retirement home communities, how the venereal diseases is like is high, sexually transmitted diseases is high at the retirement communities. They be getting it in.
they do. Child.
And they say that a lot of them they don't use protection because they're like, well, you ain't got to worry about getting
And they
pregnant.
old.
Yeah, they're like,
And that's why I be like, y'all don't have to worry about getting pregnant. Worry about the STDs.
but I don't even think they care about that.
They don't. Hell, some of them feel like they at death's door, anyways.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Sorry.
But it was cute. It was a cute.
It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. And that was pretty much the week. Anything we missed? Anything that y'all wanted to talk about that didn't really come up? Some stuff from Friday's episode we kind of already talked about, like Vanessa. Yeah, like Vanessa feeling guilty with Doug and everything, and the impaler wanting to meet. Yeah, the impaler wanting to meet with Joey. Like we kind of already talked about some of that stuff, but
I don't feel like she feels guilty.
Who?
I think well, maybe she is feeling guilty. Vanessa.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's feeling guilty, but not that. I don't think she's feeling any regret. I think she's just feeling a little bit of that guilt. Not they say they'd be snow on the roof but fire in the oven. Listen, Jerry, you look. That's my cousin, and he know our grandmother that they were close. And you imagine walk. Listen, oh Jesus.
I mean, I was close to my grandmother. That's why I was scarred seeing them condoms.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not have been surprised. I wouldn't have been surprised. Either one of my grandmothers.
I was shocked.
Either one of my grandmothers, I would have been surprised. Now, I still wouldn't want to visualize it, but
I was shocked. I was shocked by my grandma. I was shocked. Did not expect it. I did not because if I had to think about her doing it, then I was like, then I got to think about my mama doing it. And I don't want to visualize that either. Because that's just as worse. That's just as worse.
I don't want to visualize none of it.
Like so here's the funny thing about me when it comes to my mama and my grandma. I looked at them as virgins. I kid you not. I didn't. I knew that. Here's the thing. I know that they weren't virgins.
I mean, I know you know. Right.
I know they. My grandmother had 11 kids, so I know I know for damn sure my grandma wasn't no virgin. The woman had 11 kids, so in my mind, I visualized them as virgins, so I didn't have to ever think about the fact that they possibly were having sex with people. I just had to tell myself these women ain't never had sex a day in their life. And again, mind you, my grandma had 11 kids. My grandma had sex in her lifetime, but in my brain, they were virgins. Never had sex. They were nuns. Nothing. Never had sex, but they did. But yeah, them condoms. I was cat. I'm gonna back out this room, and you guys do whatever it is that you were doing. The informed, please stop.
Look at the informed.
Please stop. They did not have.
Is making it worse.
They did not have positions because, again, what was the word that I said about both of those women? They were virgins. They were virgins. They never
making it worse.
They never had sex. They never had sex with anybody. So those things never happened with either one of those two women. They didn't have positions. It didn't exist. My grandmother had her 11 kids by immaculate conception.
See, look, yep, that's what Universal Soul Goddess said. Immaculate conception.
My grandmother had her 11 children by immaculate conception. She was the Virgin Mary. 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 Immaculate. Say it with me, class. Say it with me, class. Immaculate conception. That's the
Okay.
word of the day. Immaculate conception. I won't believe anything otherwise. They could come down from heaven and say, I was about to say my real name. They come down from heaven and say, JB, we did have sex to have, me to have your mama. I definitely had to have sex with your grandpa. And my mom could say, when I was married, I had sex. I would be like, girl, you're still lying. I don't believe you.
Not you still lying.
You're, you're lying. That never happened.
Not you still lying though. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because I won't believe it any other way. But yeah, no.
Well,
That was the story that I always. That was the story that I've always told myself. Even when I learned about sex, I was like, "Ooh, there's no way those two women did it. No way, no way possible."
well, that was pretty much it, you guys, for this week. Anything well other than Love After Lockup? You did that earlier, right?
It's up. It's been uploaded since we've been on here, so it will be up shortly, you guys. So Love After Lockup is coming. What else I got coming up? Love After Lockup.
Are you
Baddies
doing
is
heart? Are you doing Heart and Hustle?
yes. Oh, they do come on tonight, right? So yeah,
Yeah, that comes on tonight.
So Love After Lockup is on its way up. Hard and Hustle comes on tonight, so that'll be up for you guys tomorrow sometime. And then Baddies, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Rhode Island. I don't know how many more episodes we. I feel like we're about to wrap up Rhode Island because they've
Yeah,
already
because they,
filmed.
they filmed the reunion already. So
So Rhode Island is wrapping up soon, and I think that's all I got. I said I feel like I might do give my final thoughts on since I didn't finish the season of Bell Collective Birmingham. I may give you guys my final thoughts on Bell Collective Birmingham because the reunion. Who do you know on Bad Boys DB? Let them put it in the chat. But Bell Collective Birmingham. I watched the reunion last night, and my feelings kind of still stand with when it comes to Tiffany because Tiffany kept bringing up Stormy's money, and I was kind of confused why she kept bringing up her money because Stormy wasn't really mentioning her money. She mentions how much she does for people and how things that how certain things can affect people that she helps, but she didn't mention her money. And Tiffany, let me read into you real quick because you came at Kayla sideways, but Carlos did ask you, "Do you think that Stormy leads with her money?" And you said yes, but then when Kayla clocks it, you said, no, I didn't say that. Yes, you did. You agree with Carlos. You agree with what Carlos asked you, but hey.
I was watching a little. I haven't finished it yet. I was watching a little bit of the reunion. The reunion is getting on my nerves, and I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like they're reading into every little thing to create drama to try to make it interesting. I feel like they're just making big things out of nothing. Like with when Tiffany said about when she was talking about Birmingham and she was like, because the influencers here just try to out influence each other. And Fumi was like, I feel like that was a dig at me. I feel like you were trying to say that, all the influencers dress alike. Girl, that is not what she said.
Now, I do think she was
And
taking a
don't get
little
me
bit.
wrong, I understand that Tiffany can be annoying, and I know people don't like Tiffany. But my thing is, we don't have. I feel like Fumi just was trying to have a problem with her because I just don't
Yeah,
feel like it was that. Like, girl, that is not what she said.
I do feel like some things she was taking out of context, but I do feel like she was taking little slight digs at Fumi. Not a lot, but some a little bit. Also, you guys, I feel like I want to discuss the Real Housewives of Atlanta mid-season trailer. I feel like I want to talk about that. I don't know. We'll see
I
how
didn't
I
really
feel.
think the mid-season trailer was all that interesting.
I just want to know why Giselle was there.
Child. And I feel like they want us to care so much about Shamia and Portia and whatever happened. My thing is, unless Shamia and Portia are about to tell us what happened between their mamas, the real story, I don't really care.
Me either. That's all I want to know. What really happened between them? Bring on the mamas. Let's hear their
I
side.
mean,
Let's hear Miss Diane and Shamia mama side. That's what I need.
and I'm gonna tell you another reason why I don't care because y'all didn't care. Like whatever happened between the mamas didn't stop y'all from being friends all these years.
I'm about to say, 'cause they've been friends for years.
Right.
It
So
wasn't
whatever
until they
happened
got
between the mamas, if it happened 10 years ago, I don't care. Cause y'all been friends. So it can't be that deep.
it really can't be. Because y'all, like you said, they've been friends since Shamia continued to be friends with Portia after Portia didn't even go to her wedding.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care.
So yeah, I feel like I want to discuss it, but I don't necessarily know if I'm going to discuss it. But it's just something I thought about because there were some things that I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
that I don't want to address because I really. So I can see that we're gonna continue the rest of the season with this Drew and K Michelle and Black situation. I was like, fuck, I don't want to continue the rest of the season with this. I don't, and I like K and
Me
Drew,
too,
but
DB.
what you say? You say
She
it's
said,
hitting
I
they
hope
down
they downplayed the trailer. Me too.
because I don't want to continue with this K Michelle and Drew and Black stuff. I really the fuck don't. I'm over it.
Yeah. All
That's
right,
all I
y'all.
got.
Let me get out of here. I'm about to go. What do I have going on? Heart and Hustle Houston, and I believe myself, Josiah, and T are going to bring back our Heart and Hustle panel from last year that we did. So I think we're going to do Wednesdays for that.
Mhm.
Tonight is the finale of Love and Marriage Huntsville, the season finale, and of course Birmingham finale was last night. I'll get those out this weekend. Real Housewives of Atlanta, of course, and then like you said, Rhode Island is coming to a close. I am gonna do Raising Canaan. This is the last season, and I am going to be doing dang it, it's something else that's coming out in
Oh yeah, I forgot
huh?
about Love Island. I'm doing Love Island this
Oh
week,
yeah,
y'all.
Love
Also,
Island. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do Love Island or not. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I ain't gonna guarantee it. But it's something else that's starting this month. It was Heart and Hustle Houston, and it was something else, and then Raising Canaan, and then Big Brother comes back next month. I'm gonna be late with my Big Brother. I'm gonna do Big Brother, but I'm gonna probably start it about a week late because I'm gonna actually be out of the country. So, yeah. All right, y'all. With that being said, we
stay
out of
behind the
here.
scenes. I got something to tell you.
I got something to tell you too. I was gonna tell you to stay too. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.
All right, bye, y'all.